It's happening already, and it doesn't look brighter from here. Women asked for it, they are getting it, but they are not prepared. Men are not dumb, we were observing all along.
I have decided that starting today, I will be outside for Hot Girl Summer. If you want to find me, I'll be in the streets with my 10 boyfriends because men are not shit and none of you deserve bad bitches. My earring fell out.
Lesson number 1 to being a bad bitch, bad bitches don't give a fuck. And I don't mean we don't give a fuck about anything, because bad bitches will be the most loving bitches you will ever meet. We love our friends and family and we ride for them. But what I mean is, we don't give a fuck about your opinion, bro. A bad bitch is gonna walk out of the house either dressed for the Met Gala or dressed looking like a sewer rat, and she's gonna know that she's just as hot in either scenario. You're gonna threaten to leave a bad bitch and she's gonna say bye. Take notes, queens.
I am going to show you in this video why 70% of women are inevitably going to be single come 2030, largely because of hookup culture. I once came across this statement on the internet. It says, "A woman's past is an important aspect about her life, while a man's future is an important aspect about his life," meaning a woman's life is justified by her past, and a man's life will likely be justified by his future. How true is this? Painful to say, one of the disheartening words on the mouth of modern women is, "I fuck whoever I want to fuck," and that I can have casual sex just as any man can have. Hence, the emergence and thriving of the hookup culture. Hookup culture stresses the idea of owning your body and doing whatever you want with your body with whoever you want. Yet this power isn't evenly distributed between men and women, and it creates an imbalance in this liberating experience. Women are forcing themselves to accept who they are not, and no amount of bad bitch self-talk can change this. A man can have casual sex with no emotions attached while a woman cannot. Every sex counts with a woman, and it stays with her whether she realizes it or not. This why women can remember almost everyone she has been with. And this is one of the many things that establishes that men and women are not and cannot be equal. We both have unique and peculiar differences, strengths and weakness. We do not know why, but that's what it is. As I said in one of my past videos, women are receivers, and every receiver holds what's been given to them. Before I continue, I must say that men have played a part in the hookup culture, which is why Chad and Tyrone hold nothing against the hookup culture. They couldn't care less. To continue, science says, "For every action, there is a reaction." And a quote also said, "For every decision, there is a consequence." These words mean that on a larger scale of things, when modern women come up to say, "We can do what a man can do," in the long run, there is a reaction, and this reaction is what shows if women can go scot-free with this decision or not.
You are lying to yourself about hookup culture. Casually hooking up and getting into situationships that don't go anywhere is unfortunately so toxic to you as a woman. But society has made you believe it's okay. It doesn't really matter. This is why it matters. Number 1, giving up your body adds to another layer of pain that's inevitably going to come when this man does not commit to you. Number 2, you're giving yourself up to a man who has his own history, who might operate from his own wounded places, who might create more insecurities for you, who probably has his own erotic thoughts and desires that might not even align to yours. Number 3, you're disconnecting to your body. Hookup culture makes you believe that you're gonna get more experience. That's really not true. Every time you get into a new relationship, it's a new body to learn anyways, and what you should be learning is your own body, what feels good to you. Because the truth is, majority of women disconnect from their own bodies to connect to his.
Now, it gets interesting from here. A woman can have as much hookup as she wants and build up her body count like the Burj Khalifa, but she better not try to settle down. Go girl. You can be a hoe all you want, but no man wants to be a therapist to Chad's dump. I take a stand that hookup culture is no longer about a woman choosing what she wishes to do with her body. It's about indulging herself in the act of promiscuity and not having to hold herself responsible and be judged by her friends and people around her. Back to the question, why 70% of women will be single by 2030, which I will expand further on in the video. Stay with me. 1. I am yet to see a brother proud to have a hoe by his side. Hookup culture has created nothing but hoes. No man is going to be proud to be with a woman who his longtime no-see college friend had been with.
Would you be with me if I'd slept with over 20 men?
Come on. Let's be realistic.
Let's be realistic. But if I'd done everything you wanted, prayed for you, protected you spiritually, gave you that...
You wouldn't be able to do that if you fucked 20 guys.
Why? Why wouldn't I be able to?
Your soul would be broken.
2. Study shows that the more men a woman has been with, the more difficult it is for her to bond when she's ready to settle down. 3. A woman that has lost respect for herself through her body finds it difficult to tame her body, even in marriage. So let's go ahead and expand on all these factors as I mentioned before. Number 1.
I do believe that female body count is really important to men. And I think if I were a guy, I would care about it as well. Here's why. I think that it's a sign of disrespect to yourself to not treat sex as something that has value. And I think that guys still value purity in women. I don't think they have to be virgins, but I think they value women who have been hesitant to put their bodies out there with everyone. In other words, they don't bed hop. Maybe they had a couple of partners, a few partners, but it was people that they really cared about. It was committed relationships. There was monogamy involved. It was a sign of self-respect that those women had because they weren't willing to just sleep with anyone. I watch these videos of girls now, young women, early 20s, and you'll ask them, what's your body count? And they'll say, oh, I don't know, 10, 13, 15. That's gross to me as a female.
Men cannot place value on a woman who has showed how much disrespect she has for her own body. Chad does not mind having that woman for the fun of it, but I am sure he will never wish for her to be the mother of his children. Surprisingly, there are only few cultures in the world now where traditional women pride in getting married as a virgin. I keep wondering at the height of misinformation that modern women has consumed, but I believe many years to come, a man cannot have to make a choice between a hoe and a woman that treats her body with deep value and respect, and the man will choose the hoe. Number 2.
It is proven that with the number of sexual partners that a woman has before marriage, it exponentially increases the likelihood of divorce.
No, you're right.
Even with just one partner. And 2, like low body counts.
Yeah, the more premarital sexual partners you have, the greater likelihood of reporting relationship dissatisfaction, the higher likelihood of infidelity, higher likelihood of divorce.
I have discovered that no matter how long and maybe exciting the hoe phase of a lady is, there comes the time when the need to settle down really dawns on her. Now, she can't help but compare this man with the men she has been with, and when she fails to accept that all men are not equal, she becomes a pain in the ass for herself and the man. God help any man stuck with this kind of woman. I always tell any man I meet that asks me a question relating to this, that it's better for you to let a lady experience the world through you, than when she compares her experience with you with the other ones she has had. And it's true. A woman does not know what is wrong or right since she is not familiar with that world. So this is the reason why hookup culture women have a higher percentage of divorce. I mean, think about it. Can you mention a porn star with a happy and long-lasting marriage? Number 3. A loose lady will find it difficult to tame her body. The more a lady gives her body to different men, the more loose she becomes, meaning that the next act becomes less difficult for her to do each time she engages herself in it. It's not a surprise that these loose women even have sex on their wedding eve. A little pressure from any man she has given in, and it is difficult for men to be with a woman he can't trust. I heard the story of a man who took his girlfriend on an expensive vacation, and she cheated on him during the vacation with a stranger. Since trust is an important factor in a relationship, this is a problem for hookup culture women. With the things said in this video, can it be concluded that a great number of women subscribing to hookup culture will be single in a few years to come? Drop your thoughts in the comment box. That's all for today on Latest Juice. If you enjoyed this video, you might also like my previous videos. Don't forget to hit that like button. Click the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. Share this video to whomever you would like to watch it. Thanks for watching.